Most people believe that earning more money automatically fixes financial stress. In reality, this belief quietly keeps people trapped in the same patterns, just with higher numbers. The core truth is uncomfortable but simple. Money problems are rarely caused by income alone. They are caused by behavior. The way people think, react, avoid, delay, justify, and emotionally respond to money matters far more than the amount that arrives in their bank account each month. Human beings are not rational with money. They are emotional, comfort-seeking, and habit-driven. The brain treats financial decisions as emotional experiences, not mathematical ones. Spending often becomes a form of relief. Saving can feel like deprivation. Ignoring a problem can feel safer than confronting it. Over time, these emotional responses turn into routines that run quietly in the background. When income increases, these routines do not disappear. They scale. A person who uses spending to relieve stress at a lower income often does the same at a higher one, just with larger amounts. A person who avoids looking at their finances when things feel uncomfortable continues avoiding them, even when they earn more. The behavior remains unchanged, only the environment around it looks more impressive. Comfort plays a major role here. Once a certain lifestyle feels normal, it quickly becomes the baseline. What once felt like progress starts to feel like maintenance. This is not greed. It is psychological adaptation. The brain recalibrates what feels acceptable, and anything below that new normal creates discomfort. To remove that discomfort, people spend, upgrade, justify, or delay financial restraint. Fear also shapes money decisions in subtle ways. Fear of missing out, fear of falling behind peers, fear of appearing unsuccessful, fear of future uncertainty. These fears push people to make decisions that feel protective in the moment, but create fragility over time. Buying reassurance today often costs stability tomorrow. In everyday working life, this shows up quietly. Salaried professionals with stable incomes still feel permanently behind. Monthly pay arrives, obligations are met, and yet there is a persistent sense of pressure. There may be no dramatic financial crisis, just constant tightness. Not because income is insufficient, but because spending decisions are emotionally driven rather than consciously chosen. People often tell themselves they will become disciplined later, after the next raise, after the bonus, after life becomes less demanding. But behavior does not change automatically with circumstances. It changes only when awareness interrupts habit. Without that interruption, higher income simply feeds the same system more fuel. There is also a strong social dimension. Money behavior is heavily influenced by comparison. Professionals do not compare themselves to people struggling at the bottom. They compare themselves sideways and upwards. Colleagues, peers, neighbors, online representations of success. This constant comparison creates a moving target where satisfaction is always postponed. The problem is not that people want comfort or security. The problem is that they confuse consumption with control. Buying feels like progress because it creates immediate emotional resolution. Restraint feels like stagnation because it offers no instant reward. The brain naturally favors the former, even when the long-term cost is higher. A healthier way to think about money begins with a reframe. Money is not a reward for effort, nor a solution to emotional pressure. It is a tool that reflects behavior back to the person using it. Where money goes consistently is not accidental. It reveals priorities, fears, habits, and coping mechanisms. Instead of asking how to earn more, a more revealing question is what money is being used to manage emotionally. Stress, boredom, insecurity, social pressure, uncertainty. Until those drivers are acknowledged, no income level feels sufficient for long. This does not require extreme frugality or financial obsession. It requires honesty. Seeing money not as a scorecard or comfort blanket, but as feedback. When spending feels automatic, something internal is being avoided. When saving feels threatening, something psychological is being challenged. Financial stability is less about restriction and more about alignment. When behavior aligns with values rather than impulses, pressure reduces even without dramatic income changes. The sense of control grows not because there is more money, but because decisions are deliberate. The calm reality is this: many people do not have an income problem. They have a relationship problem with money, one shaped by emotion, habit, and social influence rather than conscious choice. Until that relationship changes, financial stress simply adapts to whatever income level exists. Understanding this is not exciting. It does not promise transformation overnight, but it offers clarity. And clarity is often the first real form of financial relief. This is money psychology. Subscribe to the Money Mind and gain clarity on how money really works.